Today, we're uncovering a really powerful roadmap to financial success. And here's the kicker. It doesn't require a university degree. It's a surprising pathway that's actually creating a whole new class of millionaires in Australia. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's just dive straight in with a big question. For decades, we've all been told the same story, right? To earn a top-tier income, you absolutely need a prestigious degree. But what if that's not the whole story? What if there's another road to serious wealth that most people just aren't talking about?
Well, if you thought that was the only way, you might want to think again. The latest data coming out of the Australian Taxation Office is revealing a pretty surprising truth. It's not just lawyers and doctors sitting in those top tax brackets anymore. Nope. There's a growing group of high earners from a completely different field. It's really time to rethink what a top earner looks like.
Now this tells a fascinating story. On one side, you've got your typical corporate graduate salary, and on the other, the income of an experienced fly-in, fly-out, or FIFO tradie. You see, thanks to Australia's booming resource sector and a real shortage of skilled labour, by the time they all hit age 30, it's not even a contest. These skilled tradies are significantly outpacing their university-educated friends.
So how is this even possible? This brings us to this idea of the blue-collar millionaire. Let's break down exactly how this journey works, step by step. Every journey has to start somewhere. And for this one, the starting line is a very common, very relatable $55,000 a year job. So, picture our future high earner. They're not starting out with some fancy internship or a graduate program. They're in a standard $55,000 a year warehouse job. It's a solid start, for sure, but it's what they do next that completely changes the game.
So what's the game plan here? This isn't about luck. It's about a clear, methodical career path that over a totally realistic time frame, say 5 to 7 years, can take our warehouse worker to a massive six-figure income out on a remote mine site. And this right here is the roadmap. You start with that entry-level job. Then you move to the most crucial step, getting a trade qualification. Becoming an electrician, a heavy-duty mechanic, a specialist welder. That qualification, that's the golden ticket. It's what unlocks the door to a high-paying fly-in, fly-out job. And from there, the final step is just using that experience to climb into a supervisory role.
And what's at the very top of that climb? $200,000 a year. That's the kind of peak earning potential we're talking about in a supervisory role on a mine site. It's an absolutely incredible income, but earning it is only half the battle. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's the one thing that separates the high earners from the truly wealthy. You can earn $200,000 a year and still have nothing to show for it. So how do you turn that massive salary into real lasting net worth? The answer? Well, it requires a huge mindset shift. It's all about building a wealth engine, and the fuel for that engine is something we're calling the 60% investment rule. Honestly, this is probably the most important part of the entire strategy. The main tool for this strategy is the ETF, or Exchange Traded Fund. Now, don't let that technical name intimidate you. Think of it like this. It's basically a basket that holds tiny little pieces of lots of different companies. It's a really simple and diverse way to invest in the stock market without having to be an expert stock picker. And here are a couple of really common examples people use. VAS tracks the biggest companies right here in Australia, while VGS gives you a slice of major international companies all over the world. The whole idea is simple. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You spread your investment out. These simple funds are what build the wealth engine. And this is what that mindset shift looks like in action. Of every single paycheck that comes in, a massive 60% is immediately, automatically invested into those ETFs. The other 40%, that covers all living expenses. This incredibly aggressive savings rate is what puts the path to wealth into overdrive. Okay, so let's put these two incredibly powerful ideas together. We've seen the high-income career path, and we've seen the aggressive investment strategy. Now let's see the formula they create. So here it is, the crucial formula. It's so simple, but it is so powerful. The high income from that FIFO job, that's the fuel. But the high savings rate, that 60% rule, that's the engine that turns all that fuel into a massive pile of assets. You absolutely need both to make this work. And this really is the key takeaway, isn't it? A big salary is just potential. It's your habits, your discipline, and your strategy for what you do with that money that ultimately builds a true millionaire's net worth. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. This blue-collar path is just one example of a pretty unconventional road to success. And it really makes you wonder, what other hidden opportunities and powerful formulas are out there, just waiting to be discovered?